Just finished at the dentist. Famous, you know, stereotypical British teeth. Now I need to get some petrol. Yeah, petrol. So yes, you can go into one of those self-service machines. Actually, it took me quite a while to warm up to those. You know, the ones where you just put your credit card in and pay. For the longest time, I used to like just want to go to the ones where, you know, you self-service, got to a cashier and pay. But then I realised if I could get used to these machines, it's kind of less human contact, which is all good, right? I mean, I've been psychologically profiled several times, probably 3 or 4 times, and my profile type comes up. For anyone who knows Myers-Briggs, I'm INTJ, which might sound, if you know the type, you know, you might have preconceived ideas of my character, but I do have some very soft edges, so, and I'm looking to self-improve. Partly is why I've started blogging, really. Vlogging, video logging, video web logging, video. Because basically, you know, public speaking is a pretty good skill to have, and it's a skill I need to improve, and this, although it's kind of monologue, does help me, and I find actually when I'm off camera it helps me talk normally to, like, you know, people and stuff. So yeah, there's that. You know, it's all about building confidence, although I do think in terms of format, trying to drive and talk, it's pretty tough. And this car's not very fast. It's a 0.9 litre 3-cylinder thing, so it doesn't really pull away very quickly. So I just have to, you know, gauge when it's a good time to go. Well, like any driver, you have to know your vehicle, right? You have to know what it's like. It's not really about what's under the bonnet, it's about who's behind the wheel. I always like to say, you know, any idiot can drive fast in a straight line, but it takes a few more brains to drive around corners. Anyway, I'll leave it running. once that filled up. It was one of those ones that keeps pressures too great, so it cuts out. Set the trip almost to 0. Maybe that was someone next door. So now I'm off. I may as well, now I've been to the dentist, got a full tank of gas, I may as well just take the short drive to go and see my mum and dad and see how they're doing. So I've taken to going pretty much every day lately, just to check in on them, make, you know, they're getting old, make sure they're still alive, make sure they're doing okay. And obviously since I have just been to the dentist, it means I'll get lots of tea, coffee and biscuits and tea, coffee, biscuits and plaque. Well, I have to say, since kind of going, I wouldn't say I'm strictly vegan, how do you pronounce that word? You know, hardcore vegetarian, no dairy, far less plaque, you know, so if you've got a similar kind of metabolism and biology to me, here's a quick tip: if you want less plaque, don't eat meat, don't eat and drink dairy products. And you know, I've been dairy free and pretty much meat free since October last year, October 2016, so not quite a year, and the only side effect is health and weight loss. So, you know, I'm more healthy, I'm stronger, I'm thinner, I've got more lean muscle. Why do I want to eat meat regularly? I just don't. In fact, the thought of eating meat now is actually fairly repulsive. I mean, in my previous career, I worked in the IT department of a very large American company, which is basically responsible for slaughtering around, I think it was like 4,000 head of cattle per day in just one plant. And obviously they've got several hundred plants around the world. So a large part of my life I was very complicit in the meat industry. Now I'm not saying the meat industry is bad. You know, they've employed people like Temple Grandin, who was like this autistic lady who kind of empathises with the cows as they go to slaughter, and built these kind of tunnels so they can't see what's coming. I suppose you could argue that's humane, but obviously the most humane thing is just don't eat meat, really. But I'm not like one of these rabid people who are going to preach on about it. It's just like, I think that animal rights have got it all wrong. They should be selling it on the health benefits, you know. It's basically, if you do your independent research, you will find many health benefits to a vegan diet or a plant-based diet. You know, I will confess, I still eat chocolate. You know, like I say, I'm not. That's why I can't preach it to people, right? Because I'm basically a hypocrite. I'm basically a big fucking hypocrite. And I will very occasionally maybe have a burger. Although I don't think I've had one for like 8 months probably. But ice cream, yeah, I'll have ice cream. McFlurry, you know, McFlurry and fries actually is my new thing. I mean, I again, with my metabolism, I find potatoes and starch really put the weight on, especially if I eat sugar with it. Because the sugar metabolizes the starch into fat, basically. So I've always had a sweet tooth, and you know, I can eat sugary things without getting fat because there's no fat in the sugar. I'm not saying that's healthy. But it doesn't put weight on unless I eat like potatoes and stuff, and then it's like, oh my word, I'm twice the size. And that sort of diet over 10 years just really didn't do me any good. That's why I said the other day, it's taken me 10 years to figure out my metabolism, my biology. I really do think it is something you have to do on your own. You know, don't follow the latest faddy diet. They may help, but you've really got to change your life. You have to change what you do and what you eat, and it has to stick. It's just a diet you do for a few months. It's just not really worth it. Anyway, I'm here. And I'm just gonna. So yeah, if you just take one thing away from this video, being a vegan, being a vegetarian, don't give them a hard time. They're better than you.